What is up, everybody? It is your boy Cologne XP back at it again with another one, and today we are doing a little different video. So this is going to be a story time video. I'm gonna basically be explaining from start to finish my whole journey with the PlayStation 4. If you guys have not seen the poll that I put up on my channel, it should be right there. Basically, I wanted to see whether or not you guys wanted to see me assemble my PlayStation 4. Obviously that didn't win. You guys wanted to see a skit, but nevertheless. So let's start off with this. I was at work and I got a call from my brother. He was like, hey. I was like, yeah. He was like, I got a PlayStation that I got from my job. Did you want to see what you could do with it? Yeah, sure. Where is it? Oh, it's at the house right now. Okay. What PlayStation is it? Oh, it's the PlayStation 4. I wasn't gonna use it, so I guess I was just gonna leave it with you. Okay, that's cool and all. Let me see what I can do. Can you fix it? Yeah, I believe I can fix it. Alright, I'm gonna just leave it at retro gaming. I bet. So that's basically all that happened. He got a PlayStation 4 from his job and he gave it to me. I didn't know whether or not it was actually going to work or not, but I said whatever. So I got home. I'm rushing home. I'm like, okay, I got a PlayStation 4 in my house. Let me see if I can actually do something with it. So I turned on the PlayStation 4. It turned on. Everything was cool. The only problem was that the PlayStation 4 had a parental lock on it. So what I had to do was I had to basically factory reset the entire PlayStation 4. I factory reset it, and then I was able to basically put my account on my PlayStation 4. I didn't even realize that there was a game already inside the PlayStation. So I was like, okay, let me see what game is in here. I clicked the eject button. FIFA 17 pops out. I'm like, I'm not a FIFA 17 guy, but sure. I placed it back in to see if it actually worked. And it was making this weird sound like this. Like it was trying to read the disc, but it couldn't exactly read the disc. So I'm like, okay. The disc is at unreadable. Unreadable. Okay. So I take out the disc. I put in Marvel Spider-Man PlayStation 4 game. I place that in the PlayStation 4. I hear the same sounds. And then it sounded like it was trying to eject. Like the first one. It sounded like it was trying to eject, but then it stopped. And then it said, oh, disc is unreadable. So I'm like, okay. I didn't know what was wrong with it. So I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, if it's saying it's unreadable, the more times out of anything, it has to do with the disk drive. That's where my mind was going. So I went on eBay, clicked on eBay, looking for PlayStation 4 disk drives. The whole goal was take the PlayStation 4 apart, reapply new thermal paste, and after I did all of that, reassemble it back together, turn it on, put a disc in, and see what happens. I literally I got the top and the bottom cover panels off. I got some of the screws out for the power supply. Well, I got all the screws out for the power supply. The only thing that really stopped me from completing the job was there was some black screws that was in my PlayStation 4, and I didn't have the right tools to, like, you know, get them loose. So what I was like, okay, well, I'm not gonna sit around here, mess around and strip the screws. That's not what I'm gonna do. So I put it all together, put it back. My first attempt, I tried to turn the power on. It didn't turn back on. So I'm like, uh-oh, I just messed up. Take it apart again for a second time. Still didn't fix the problem. Thinking that it had something to do with the power supply. So I took it out, put it back in, put it together, and tried it again. Still didn't work. I took it apart a third time. And I was like, let me look at the photos that I took before I started messing around with the screws. Looked at some of the photos. I was like, oh, one screw is not in the right spot. So I literally, there was only one black screw that I could actually take out of it. I twisted it. It came right out. I placed it right where it needed to be. Placed the silver screw. There was a silver screw that was missing out of the PlayStation 4. Took the silver screw, put it back in there. Boom. It worked. I was like, okay, so that's what was wrong. There was a silver screw that was missing. I was like, okay, I got it. It powers on. Next thing I have to do is I have to take it to a repair shop, because I literally am not going to sit here and pretend like, oh, I can do it myself, knowing that I could potentially strip the screws. So what I did was took it to a local repair shop. And then I also had the disc drive. I was like, okay, let me take the disc drive, let me take the PlayStation and bring it to them. I brought it to them. It was like, oh, even if we do put in the new disc drive, more than likely it's not gonna work. Even though when I gave it to them, I said I have the same model disc drive is for the same model PlayStation 4. It should work right as you're like, placing the ribbon cables into where they need to go. It should be working. I don't understand what was the problem, but I was like, okay, I'm gonna let y'all do what y'all do. If y'all mess this up, listen. The worst that could happen is I could just ask for my money back and I take it to another repair shop. 2 days later pass. 2 days later pass. And I didn't get a call. So after I left from my job, I went directly to the repair shop. I was like, oh, what's the progress on the PlayStation 4? He was like, yes. So he's walking. I'm walking. We walking together. And then we stop at the there was like a counter that was like blocking us. So I'm right here, he's on this side of me. And he was like, oh, what's happened is when we opened it up, there was a sticker that was literally blocking the path, the lens, the laser, and that's the reason why it couldn't read the disc. So long story short, I wasted money getting a disc drive that I didn't even need. I should have just literally taken it. If I would have just taken it to the repair shop without the disc drive, more than likely I would have been able to solve the problem. But I learned my lesson, and now I have a perfectly working PlayStation 4. And if you don't believe me, see for yourself. See, remove disc. See, I have FIFA 17. I do need to get a case and manual for that thing, for FIFA 17. But as you can see in the corner over here, it is showing that it's loading a disc. And then FIFA 17 is the disc that it's loading. Again, I don't really know how to play FIFA, so.
We're very early in this game, aren't we? And the yellow card out straight away. Maybe could.
All right, let's close Oh wait, not update. Let's close the application. Okay. And that has been my story time of the $50 PlayStation 4. So hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you did, make sure you leave a like. Comment down below exactly what was your favorite part of this video, and consider subscribing to the YouTube channel. My name is NeechTv. We're NXP Gang, and until next time, we're out.